Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matt Williams. I'm the director here at Sky Lake. And before we begin, just want to go over a couple of our safety rules. One, I have checked in with our assistant director, Jenna, to let her know I'm out on this hike. Two, we are going off the beaten path today, so I have made sure that I applied safely plenty of bug repellent because, well, we are off the beaten path. And it's kind of important to make sure that I don't pick up any ticks. So without further ado, I want to show you what I'm looking at today. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. I disturbed a couple Canada geese on my walk down here. They were not happy. If I'm quiet, you may even hear them still sputtering about me being here and getting too close to their social distancing. They are a noisy bunch. So, we are walking to the old fish hatchery that existed here when Willis Sharpe Kilmer owned the property. And we're walking along the inlet creek. So I also have my nice pair of wellies on, so in case I fall in, my feet will stay dry. Let me get into a bit more shade so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. It is a nice sunny day here at Sky Lake. Kind of one of those days that makes us all want to get outside. And I'm happy that even though we couldn't be here together in person, that you are joining in on this adventure. As you see, it's not a wild creek. But we've got some nice, gentle water moving through here. You can see under the bridge, kind of reminding us that a lot of life is just water under a bridge. And rather than going over the bridge, we're going to go by the bridge. So this is pretty exciting. Many of you have never been on the off-beaten path here at Sky Lake. So we generally stay to areas that have been well trodden, so we keep our natural environment safe and sound, and we keep our critters safe and sound. So I'm just gonna step through here, and we're hiking up the creek bed. If I turn to my right, you'll see North 3, one of our cabins on the east shore. Again, crossing the creek. Now, back in the day, Willis Sharpe Kilmer owned all of Sky Lake and then some. And the Methodist Church in 1947 purchased the property from the Crowsley family. And Willis Sharpe Kilmer used this as a preserve for his special breed of white-tailed deer. They were albino deer, so they were entirely white, which is pretty cool. The last one was seen around here by Jim Krager in the late 1970s, and none have been seen since. But Kilmer also used to stock Sky Lake with lots of fish. And so how he would do that is he had a dam built, and so water would build up behind the dam, right in this area, and then he would raise some fish, and when the time came, he would lift the gates, which are no longer there, but you can see where the spot was. He would lift them, and the fish would go meandering down the stream into the lake, and then I imagine he'd have many an hour kind of spending time out on the lake. Today, we do allow fishing when we are open, but for the most part, we tend to just enjoy the lake for a swim or for boating. And in the last few years, we've added these really cool little boats called corkles that allow a camper or a staff member or a guest to go out and just kind of paddle around. They are a lot of fun to use. You can also just lounge in them. That is my favorite activity to do in them. But wanted to take you on this mini hike today out to an area of Sky Lake that isn't always seen, but is always here. And like that, we know that even though we aren't together, these videos and this time together is helping us get through some tough days. So I am so honored to have been spending time with you today, and hope that you will join us again on Sunday evening for our Sunday evening campfire at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and that you'll join us back here at 1:30 p.m. on Monday for our next mini hike. Until then, Godspeed, but don't you. Bye-bye.